Hi guys, it's Promise Sebastian here again. Okay, it's another wonderful Wednesday and trust you are having a wonderful day. So we are going to be learning this awesome flyer here, church flyer, and you can see a lot was put in here. I would be so happy if all my subscribers watch this particular video because there's a new trick I discovered here on pixellab on fading image on in background. You can see that these images you have faded without any shadow. It's kind of really awesome and it's going to solve a whole lot of problem on our design henceforth. Okay, and a lot was put in here, the image that wasn't the initial color and the composition. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification button as I drop videos like this every Wednesday night. So without further ado, let's get started. As usual, I'm gonna start by getting a blank background, so I'll click the white now and the whole design it's gone. So let's start by getting our background color. So the background color is a gradient color, so I'll head over to the background interface now, head over to color and then gradient. So this is the background, this is the gradient color now, but for the sake of this tutorial we're going to use a default color here on pixellab already, so we can maneuver and get our own color. So I'm using this now as a default color. Now the color arrangement or gradient arrangement you're going to be choosing is this now, this third one by the left. Okay, you tap on it now and then you use this third tool here by my right to switch the colors, or let me switch over, or you switch from here to here. Okay, so this is the light one and this is the dark one now. So I'm gonna type in the color for this now, so I'll type on this and then my color code here with this pencil lookalike tool. You all know it's way to type in color. So I will erase this now, and the color there was just red, so you guys know the color code of red. So caps, then you have 000, that's red. Okay and okay and okay, so we'll have that of red now. Then this one is more like looking like black, but it wasn't just black, so I'll use the color tool now and color tool again, tap on it and then delete. So I'm going to be typing the color. So the color code there is let's make two caps first, 5, and then we'll have 60, then we'll have 909. Okay, so we'll click the good button, okay and okay, and this is it. Okay, I can move this up and somewhere here to make the red come closer a little. So I will click the okay button beneath here, and this is my background now. I'm going to click the good button up now and we'll have this now. So what we want to do next is get the background we are going to be using to blend it now. But before that, we added another shape that is to darken this part of the background, but you're not going to get it as I get the background. So I'll use the plus button from gallery. Let's get the background first so you get the whole process. Okay, I'm on my gallery now, so this is the background here now. I'll just tap on it now, so it brings it up on pixellab. So I'll use the square dimension here to just crop out the square side. That's the square dimension. I'll click the good button below and then I'll draw this to get here now, and then I'm gonna go over to the shape interface and then resize to make sure it's 100. Okay, it's 100 now, so we use relative position and horizontal vertical. We always do this so that we make sure that everything is aligned perfectly well, so you don't have some light edges and something you don't want to see on your design. Okay, I have this now, so first let me use the plus button shape and then I have a shape now. Then to the color you switch to that of gradient now. So this is the what I meant by that. So this is the color now, but for the sake of this tutorial we'll still have to create it. So I will head over to this is the default gradient here on pixellab. So you use the plus button by your right and then you have the color arrangement, so you could play around with this. Let's switch this here and then this here now, so we'll switch this here, or you use this tool now, so back. So I'll just tap on this white one and then the color tool, and this is the third tool you guys know is used to remove the color totally. So the color is out now, and okay, and that is it for this now. So you see this now, this is the empty color. I will bring it closer, so this side is kind of faded a little, so I'll bring it somewhere here, or okay, around here, and then I'm gonna bring this black somewhere here now. So perfect. So I'll click OK, and then this is what I need now. I'm gonna draw this, and with our normal process, go over to shape interface, check whether it's 100. Okay, it's 102. We can still do 102, and relative position center and horizontal. Okay, so we'll click the good button and this is perfect now. So what we want to do now is, we don't want this here now because it's not going to bring out the texture. So what we'll do now is take this to the back of this now, and then you reduce the opacity of this one. So by then this color here is going to come out and the texture is still going to be left there. So we'll tap on this first one now. Since this one is at the back, we'll tap on this first one now, and then with the opacity to on the shape interface, we'll reduce the opacity to around just 70. Of 70. Okay, so you see what I meant earlier, and I'm gonna log this now so I touch and explain. You get it now. So you see here now it's a little darker than it was before now. So that was what we needed. Okay, what next now is to get my image from my gallery. So I'll use plus button from gallery. So this is my gallery and this is the lady image. I will tap on it right away and it's gonna pop it up on pixellab now. Okay, I have it here now. So with this dimension, we are still going to play around with it now. So let's just look for a 1 and then we're gonna crop the lady till it's cropped perfect. Okay, this is good, and I'll click the good button below and I have what I'm looking for. But we want to erase this with the eraser tool to get something better than this. We wouldn't want to use this like this now. So we increase the first slide. This is to make the eraser button big, and this is to soften the eraser shot, that is to fade it, that is the fade the edge now, and this is to increase the handle, and then somewhere here it's perfect. And then I'm gonna tap on the background. I have the eraser tool now. I'm gonna erase this photo room first, and then over to the hands here, I'm gonna erase this a little, and then this, and have something like this. I can just still erase a little of the hand, and then doesn't matter if it's something like this. Okay, so this is perfect now. We can erase the little side of the hand like this, and then yeah, we'll have to erase this hand completely for it to blend perfect like we needed it. Okay, so I'm just gonna erase the hand so it doesn't obstruct the images, because I'm gonna be adding the image. We don't need it to appear on the image, so we erase something like this now. So I'm gonna reduce the handle to 0 so I can erase this side, and I'm good with this now. What next is just the good button by the left now. Tap on it as I'm tapping now, and you have your image now. So what you want to do is increase the size of the image. Increase the size. So somewhere here, and let's see, placed here, and then we increase the size a little, and somewhere here is perfect. Okay, so what you want to do next now is now work on the image with the color filter tool here. Now first of all, increase the hue because we want to make the color reddish. Okay, so you can pay attention to the color to the settings here, the hue, the saturation, and the brightness. So you can just copy, and if you don't get it, so we want to hue it to look as if it's reddish. I've taught you guys about huing so that it suits the backgrounds. Let's say you want to blend a white image. Now let's say you want to blend a white image on a white background, you make the image hued to white. So you want to blend the image on a blue background, you hue to look more like a blue. So since we want to blend it on a red background, so we're going to hue it till it looks reddish. So we hue and see what we have. So I think this at 130 it's gonna look reddish. Okay, so let's just leave this as 131. Okay, and then we are going to reduce the saturation a little bit. Reduce the saturation to around 35. Okay, so then the brightness, we are going to increase it really well, and then the contrast is what we are going to increase very well again. You know, when you increase brightness and you don't increase contrast, you are not going to get the color. What you just get is white. So once you increase brightness and you increase contrast, what it will do for you, it increases the brightness of the image, and it also brings out the color. So that's what contrast does. So we are going to increase the contrast to just 76. Okay, so and you can see that there is some kind of green on this image now. There's some kind of green on this image now. So what we want to do to the image is use this erase color tool. Use it and then erase this part of the green, because if you blend this now, let me reduce the opacity, you see it's not going to blend well. You see it's kind of giving the effect we had earlier, but you see some green color is there which is not matching. So we need to erase this green color now, because green and red is more like really contrasting each other. That is, they are not linked. Okay, so we'll use the erase color tool now, and then on it and use this sucker tool now to suck from the green. So we'll make sure we get enough green that we're going to erase from. This is something somewhere here now is perfect. So we increase the tolerance really well, so to 70. The tolerance to 70. Okay, so we'll have a tolerance of 70 now. So you see what we got with that trick now. So I'm going to increase this image a little more. That is the size. So we'll still get what we are looking for. So over here is perfect now. So we're going to reduce opacity as usual. So we'll leave our opacity on 37, 35, anyone you would feel perfect with. Okay, let's just leave at 35. Okay, so you see we've got the image. Okay, so we'll lock the image now. Okay, it's now left for us to start typing, bringing in the text and the rest. So from gallery, I'm gonna get the logo. So guys, this is the logo. I just tapped on the logo now, so it's gonna pop up on pixellab for me now. Okay, so I have it here on pixellab. You might want to crop, and you can just leave it this way, and then we increase the size a little. Somewhere here we resize it. Okay, and then we're going to use relative position to make sure it's centered, and I think this is centered now. So we use the layer to unlock it so we don't move it by mistake. So we use the plus button and then text and prayer charge. Double tap on it and delete this new text. I have the prayer charge text on my clipboard here, so I don't need to start typing. Prayer charge done. Okay, and then I'm going to increase this to an amount like this, and then head over to the font. And the font, I think there is Cardlin or what. Font name can be really funny, man. It's Cardlin. So I'll keep this here and then copy again. Double tap on it now, delete this, and then paste in my charge. Okay, charge here, done, and we'll make sure it's centered. Bring it relative to the center, and then this, it's also relative to the center. So we'll bring this up a little somewhere here, and then we'll bring this up a little somewhere here now. And then we're gonna bring this image now so it covers this prayer charge now. You see that it's at the front of the text, so it looks as if it's kind of blended, something like that. So we'll lock these two now so we don't move by mistake. Okay, the next text is width, prayer charge width. So text, I'll double tap on it now, so we'll delete this, and then I'm gonna paste in the width here. I have the width done. The font for width, I think is a popular font, so you guys should know it. It's autograph. I used it on recent here, so I just have it here. All the whole resources used on the design would always be shared on the description link, so you don't have to bother about that. Okay, so I have the width here now. I'm gonna copy this width again, and then edit, delete, and then paste in the Williams and John. So we have Williams and John, and okay, and then not this same font for this now. So the font for that is my favorite Olivia Sans font. So it's Olivia Sans semi-bold italic. So we resize, and then we'll place it here. So we resize this now a little more. Somewhere here. So we resize this a little more now. So we'll bring this guy here. Okay, so we'll make sure we balance this, and make sure they are balanced really well. Bring it down a little, and I think this is good now. And then I'm gonna bring it closer, and then you know what next, then make sure it's relatively aligned to the center. Okay, so we'll mark the two of the text, and then use this second tool after this delete lookalike tool. It's used to do a whole lot of stuff in unison. So we'll mark and then use this tool now, relative position to the center, and I think it's centered now. So what next is to type in my featuring and the rest before the image. So we'll copy this wisdom now, copy, and then bring down here, double tap on it, delete, and then featuring. Okay, and the featuring text is not an italic text, it's just a semi-bold font, but it's not an italic font. So featuring semi-bold, not italic. We'll place it here. We're gonna resize to 17 or 16, and then we'll copy it again, and then edit, and then type in what is actually featuring prayer, praise, deliverance, and the rest. Okay, so I'm gonna make this now be on the 2 line. I'm going to change the alignment and left alignment is what we are using for this now, and then we'll bring it somewhere here. Sure, it's to somewhere here now. I think this is big now, so we'll resize this, and then we'll bring the featuring and the praise and prayer, deliverance, and all those stuff. We'll bring it somewhere close here, and then we'll change the color of the featuring now. The color is yellow, but it's a bright yellow, so you will use this default yellow here on the background, this yellow now. So you use the plus button and then increase the brightness here. Just play around with it, okay? But it's a bright yellow, so you can increase to whatever text you feel is okay. So we'll leave this here now, and then the healing is going to be a little bigger than the featuring, just 1 pixel bigger. Okay, so I'm gonna copy the featuring and then bring in here and type in my date. So I'll use the date now. Type in the date. I have the date on my clipboard now, so I'll just head over to paste it right away and then done. Okay, I have the date. The date font is Olivier Sans bold, same Olivier Sans, but this time around is a bold font. So font recent, and I think Olivier Sans bold. I'm kind of having kata, guys, sorry. And left alignment, and then we're going to increase. And then I've taught you guys about working around text. You know, some spacing of some text are not always okay, because they usually space the text too much, so you can still play around them. Okay, so you can see this text now, I feel it's kind of spaced too much now, so we can do some stuff on the text. We can reduce the spacing to around 5 minus 5, sorry. And then this other line spacing, this is a horizontal spacing, so we are doing the vertical spacing now, so we can reduce the vertical spacing to around 6 or 9, or we can just leave it at 8 now. So something like this is perfect. So we increase the text the more. So with this, you see, with this trick now, we've actually increased the text and then reduced the spacing. So I think somewhere here now is perfect. Okay, I'm gonna be typing in the location. I'll copy any of these text now. Let's just copy this now, and then use the edit tool, and then I still have the location text on my clipboard. So down below, blah 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 text. Okay, and then this location text first is gonna be a light font. So went over to font recent and Olivier Sans light, and then we're going to resize the text so it gets more. So we're around 11 or 10. So it's a 2-size text somewhere here now. And then we are going to be getting our listing from the background, from the gallery, our location icon from the gallery, So I'm going to use the search tool so I get the location very fast. Location. So guys, this is the location icon. I will just tap on it right away and it's gonna pop up on pixellab as usual. So I have the location icon now, and I'll just click the good button now. I have the location icon. I'm gonna resize, and I can see change the color before resizing or change the color after resizing, anyone. So we just changed after resizing, but we still have to resize them more, something like this, and we reduce the size a little. So we're 2, and we'll move the location icon to make sure it's aligned with this now. So move this up and left. So I'm gonna use the grid tool and then keep my grid line, and then use it to align almost everything. So we'll mark the location, and then with this tool now, move left, and this is aligned. So we'll now mark featuring and what it is featuring, and move right, so it's aligned. So we'll just move featuring now, this time just featuring. Okay, so it's aligned now. is aligned now. Okay, let me get the images now. So this is where you're gonna be learning the trick now. So from gallery, let's get the image now. Let me teach you guys what I said earlier. So first, this is the image now, and then I'll click good button now. I'll use the erase tool to remove, you see this white stuff now, it's actually the photo room text that always appears on image. So we draw the erase slider, draw this first, and then erase this photo room text, and I think it's gone now. It's gone now. So I'll click the good button, and then I'm gonna resize this to somewhere here, and then place it here, and then increase it a little, place it here. Okay, so we will need to now start working on the image now. So first of all, we reduce the hue to 180. Why we are reducing the hue is to bring out the color of the image. I said it on the last tutorial. Okay, let's say you reduce the saturation of this now, you see, but if you hue it now, you see it brings out the black of the image, though the effect is not that much, but it adds to the darkness of the image. So we need to darken it more by reducing the brightness. I taught you guys about this. Let's just reduce the brightness to around 20, and then we increase the contrast to just 17. Okay, so this is perfect now. I'll click the good button and then bring this down a little here, and then let's start erasing this now, where you guys are gonna be learning the trick I told you guys. This is gonna be really helping us on almost all the design. So let's erase first, erase, and see what we have on the image. Okay, so this is not yet close to what we did there, so we erase now again. Erase over here now. I think it's perfect. Okay, so this is closed now, so let's play around with this so it gets to somewhere here. Make sure it's we erased too much, so let's go back a little, and then let's start erasing again. Okay, so we erase somewhere here now. Okay, so this is perfect now. So what I was saying earlier before we started this tutorial, it's about fading image. You can see now that if you leave this like this now, it doesn't look professional, because this image doesn't look as if it's blended. It just looks as if it just popped out from here now, so it doesn't make sense. And a whole lot of time when we want to do it, we'll either use plus and we'll get, we either use the plus button, we'll get a sticker, this shadow now, then tap on whatever it is that is below the sticker, and then place it below, and then change the color to red, so it fades it in, and we'll cover, and it's faded. I actually thought about that on one of my tutorials here, but then if you watch closely on this eraser tool now, you can see that if you increase this now, or if you reduce it to amount like this and still erase, to still be giving you something, the same thing now. But what if you reduce this eraser tool to the extreme, that is reduce it pata somewhere here now, and then increase the blurriness now to the extreme, and then the size to the extreme now, and then let's increase the handle so you guys will be seeing what I mean, and then start erasing. Watch closely what is going to be happening to this image now. You see it's going to be erasing it, but really small now. You see what is happening. So with this technique now, you can blend image proper on pixellab without having to add shadows now. So you see how we are going to blend this image now without just having to add shadows now, and it's going to blend perfectly well. Looking at if it's photoshopped, Photoshop has this tool there, the eraser tool. You can increase the feather, and it's feathered really well and in a professional manner. So using this now, you first use the erase tool and erase it so it has a soft edge, so you can use this now and start fading it now. So let's click OK. You see what we have now. See, this image is blended really well on this background now. So we can do some finishing touches, reduce this to the extreme, increase the blurriness, and then increase the handle, and then start erasing almost all the whole body, so the whole body is going to look blended. So we'll make sure that everywhere, even the thing touches all the whole body. So this way now is going to blend in well. You see what I'm saying now? This is like pro. Okay, so you see there is no way you can achieve this now with even shadow. It's not going to look this professional. Okay, so guys, this is the trick now. So with this same pattern from gallery, okay, with this now we can blend background. Most of the times when you want to blend two backgrounds together, let me bring the first image. When you want to blend two backgrounds together, let's just crop this now. when you want to blend two by one, let's just use a square or probably this now. Just get him, just unlock it and crop from here. When you want to use two not the same color background in one design, you know, when you just erase like that, it's not going to blend in well. But if you erase like this, it's going to blend really well. Okay, so this is going to help us henceforth on a lot of things. We don't have to start using shadows and doing all those stuff. It's kind of stressful. We'll keep this here. I think it's perfect here now. And then with the same erase tool, I was so happy when I actually found that it actually solved me a whole lot of problem that I have to get shadow. And you know, most of the times when you use shadows, it removes the texture which you don't want to remove the texture of the background you just blended. Okay, so we'll erase this and erase this and erase, and then see what we'll have here. Okay, I think this is perfect now. Okay, then if we fed this image the same way we fed this one, is going to, some part of this image now is going to be affecting this one now. So what we want to do now is head over to this image we just blended now, and then we increase the eraser tool now, increase this one, and this time around we just want to erase some side of this now. So you get what I meant, so it doesn't obstruct this one once we start erasing. Okay, so let's do the same for this one now. But first of all, let's add the color effect. Hue 180, saturation minus 100, brightness you can just leave at 30 or 25, and then contrast 18. Let's just increase the brightness the more. Let's just leave the brightness minus 10. Okay, these stuffs can change depending on the image. You can see the image had enough black in it. That was why we had to reduce the amount of brightness. That is why we have to increase the amount of brightness we added to it now. So let's start erasing the same pattern. Erase to the same pattern now. This handle that is used to increase the size of the eraser, reduce to extreme till it has nothing to show here now. So reduce to extreme, then increase the blurriness, and then you can increase the handle so you are seeing what you're doing. So we'll start erasing. You see, it's erasing it really well, really slow. So you can play around a lot of stuff here with this tool now. So make sure this one is also blended. Okay, so it's not something that goes fast since it erases really small. You have to be patient with it too. It's not a fast one. Okay, so for the sake of this tutorial, we might not be having to make this to look perfect. Okay, so it's also nice. Let's increase the size of this image a little. I think the image it's small. Okay, somewhere here is perfect now. And then we use the same eraser tool, our same tool now. I think we'll now increase the blurriness, and then you see the hand. I think I need to erase it really well. So I will erase almost the part of the hand here now. So it looks more like kind of wiping something. So you just have to repeat and go over, repeat and go over, repeat and go over the same thing till you get what you are looking for. It's too, you have to be slow with it. It's not that fast to give you the outcome, so you have to be slow with it. Okay, I think we still have some stuff to work on here. Okay, using this same tool doesn't stop you from using this one. You can use this one to clean a lot of stuff that doesn't just want to clean up. Okay, we are going to leave this like this, and while designing your own, you can perfect everything. It's looking okay now. Okay, so but there's still some finishing touches you can do. I'm increasing the size now to 40. Okay, you can increase and do a lot of stuff on this now. I'm gonna use the 3D rotate tool now. Rotate by Y now, you see, and then rotate it with this rotate tool now. I rotate by 3D now first, 180 minus 180, and then first rotate again. So just 2. You can leave yours at 3. So let me just keep it at 2 now. So something like this is perfect now. Okay, then this healing text here, we added semi-bold on it. While it's not a semi-bold now, it's thick enough, so we'll just reduce the text to regular. I think that's gonna be fine for this now. Okay, it's perfect. So let's start typing the name of the pastors. Okay, and let's copy from healing here now. from gallery. Let me just use from Dembolo Junction. I've copied it. Is it Dembolo? Is it Dembolo? Anyone? How you pronounce it? That's your own cup of tea. Okay, and I have minister pastor first. It's the pastor first, definitely, because it's the pastor that owns the church. Now you cannot type the ministers first before the pastor. Are you with me? That's just it. It's the pastor that owns the church. You have to type in the pastor first before the minister. Okay, the font here, it's semi-bold. It's not semi-bold, sans italic. That is Olivier sans italic. It's not a semi-bold font. I actually increased this too much. Okay, let's just leave it at 12 for the pastor. So we'll move here now, and we're also going to be using this same alignment we use for this design on this now. So pastor will have pastor now, and then we're going to copy and then type in the pastor's name. I think the pastor's name is Williams. I have it on my clipboard here, Williams Stone. But it's the same italic font now, but it's going to be bigger than the pastor, so we can keep this at 14 and then bring it down and then bring it to the center, and then change the color to this yellow color we worked on now. So click good and then bring it up and make sure it's left aligned. Okay, the pastor we increased, the pastor's name we increased is too much. Let's just leave it at 13, and then I think this is aligned now. So we'll bring the pastor up a little. So we'll bring the pastor up a little. Okay, we'll bring it one more. Okay, move up 1 peso. Okay, so this is good now. Next is the minister name. So I'll copy and then delete, and then I'm gonna paste in the minister because I have it on my clipboard here. So I'm just gonna paste minister. Done. Okay, use relative position on the shape interface. Bring to the down bottom, and then left, and then good, and then position 2 again, and then bring up, move left and bring up, move up, and then move down. Okay, so I'll copy the William Stone again, and then delete, and then type in the minister name, John Kennedy. Done. Okay, and then we use relative position left to the bottom. Okay, and then position left, increase this now to move faster. Okay, we're moving left now, we are moving up now. So move left. Okay, so let's get this closer now, and then we'll move minister this time. We want to get this close, not far from the minister. Okay, the John Kennedy will have to move him a little left. Okay, the minister looks as if it's up too much, so we'll bring it down. Okay, all these things are just to make the design perfect. Okay, you can play around all these things, you can still play around them the more because there are still more to them. Okay, so I think what is left now is for me to type in the promise, Sebastian, and the blah blah blah. But you can see that these names are actually crossing the space of this text here now, which didn't happen on the design. So we'll have to reduce this, both the pastor and the name. So we'll mark the two of them, use these two now, resize so they get smaller enough, and then mark them again and then move them out so they don't come closer here. Now that was the goal now. So they need to be far from this now. Okay, so then the pastor looks really small, so we increase the pastor the more now, 10. I think it's better, so we'll bring him close now. This is perfect now. So I think we're gonna do same for the minister. So we'll mark the minister and then resize. We'll have the same stuff now. So something like this looks same now. So we'll bring the minister close to the John Kennedy. That's the minister text. Bring it close to the John Kennedy, and I think this is good now. Just that we'll have to move the minister a little up. That's probably 1 peso. Okay, this is perfect now. Okay, and what is left is for me to type in the social media, and then we can do some finishing touches if there are still more to that. So Williams text and delete promise Sebastian. Okay, done. Okay, and then let's bring it relative to this to the bottom there, and then we use the position 2 and then move left, and then we're going to move up. We're going to make sure it's in the same alignment with the names now. So after that, we can then bring all these stuffs down to make sure it's aligned. So we'll move left now, and then we'll copy this text now, and then we use the D2, and then the social media icons, you guys know it now. I've actually shared it on the description link on one of my tutorial. A, B, and then V. A Twitter, B Facebook, V Instagram, if I'm correct. I'm not sure, okay, but I think I'm close to it. We'll go to the font now, and then we'll swipe to the font. Okay, here is the font, and I think I got it. I got it. That was just it. Okay, let me increase and then bring it to the bottom with the relative position tool, and then resize. Okay, I'm gonna reduce the spacing with this spacing tool here, this horizontal spacing tool, to just 13. You can still space more than that, okay, but for the sake of this tutorial, let's leave it at 13. Let's on our grid and make sure it's still aligned. So we'll bring it here, down, and then we'll see what we've got. Okay, I think it's closed now, so let's reduce the promise button, and then we don't need to make it an italic font, so we can just semi-bold. Don't need to make it italic, and then we're going to resize it now to around 8 now, and then we'll bring it down a little and a little on the left, and then left the more. So we'll mark the two of the text and the icon, to move it left, so we make sure it's lapping. I think I didn't move them with these two here, so I'm moving now, so it's aligned now, but you can see that this is far from this now. So how are we gonna do that? I think we will need to bring this down now. We'll need to bring some stuff down. So let's bring the featuring, praise, and the location a little down now. So we'll mark the featuring now, healing, and August, date, and location, and then we use this tool now. This tool beside this delete lookalike tool, once you tap on it, is used to move everything around them. So we'll bring down. Okay, I think we can leave this here now, and we can still space up this a little. So we'll bring the featuring and what is featuring up, so we'll get some space now, and I think this is good now. So we can still increase our date a little. Okay, we're just adding some finishing touches. Okay, and then we'll check whether it's aligned. I think this is not good. We'll keep it back to where it was, 26. I think that was where it was there. Okay, 26 is good. We'll bring it up a little. So guys, we can still increase these our ministers a little, Williams and Pastor Williams and Minister John Kennedy. These them two, let's increase them a little. Okay, over here now, and then let's move them left this time around, and left, and let's move them up a little so they are in the same line with this now, and then the sticker will draw this faded shadow now, and then head over to layer and then tap on anything beneath the sticker. You guys know if I don't tap on this, the sticker will be gone. That is why we'll have to tap on whatever it is beneath the sticker when you get the sticker, so it's not gone. So I will change this, go head over to the shape interface now, head over to color, and then on the color, and use this default color here on pixellab. The color is here on pixellab already, this bright yellow. Now you click good, and then you use this, take to the back to the back to here on the shape interface, and take it to the back, and then bring it to the front so that it's not at the back of this one now, this one that was used to darken this place. Okay, I just moved something. I will go back, so put it at the middle here now, so it brightens up this place now. So we'll lock here, and then we'll copy it again now, and then let's resize it and place it just to cover this image like we did on one of the tutorials here now. Okay, so we'll make this the color, we'll change the color to dark red now to kind of make the image blend better. That's the trick there. We'll change it to dark red now like this. Let's increase it a little. Let's increase the slide a little. Okay, somewhere here now. And then we want to reduce the opacity. Make sure it's not touching this August, just these images now. It doesn't touch the August text, so it's not affected. So make sure it's just covering the image like this. Just make sure it doesn't touch any text, so it's just the image now. So you click OK and then reduce the opacity to just 30, like we did on the other one. 30, 25, anyone you feel it's okay for you. So we'll leave it at 30. So you see, if I off this now, and you see this image is pure black and this is looking a little blended the more. Okay, this is not to just add shadow, it's just to make the image look some kind of reddish. Okay, so guys, this is it. I would want to move this Promise Sebastian to the left, to make sure it's properly aligned. So we can move it up a little now. Move it up a little. Okay, guys, this is it. It's quite simple, nothing much there. Okay, just follow step by step. This is way simpler than the other one we tried that. Okay guys, we did it. If you did enjoy watching this tutorial, don't forget to like, you know what to do, like, share, comment, and hit the subscribe button if you've not, and the bell notification button, so that you get notified once I drop an awesome video like this. This is an awesome video, you know, it's an awesome video. Okay guys, keep creating, okay? See you guys next Wednesday.